Yo, what's going on, guys? Hey, let us know if the audio is okay, if we're even. It's been a long time since we've done this, so I kind of don't have my stuff all set up to par, probably. So, welcome everybody to another Talking Watches episode. What's up, bud? How are you?
Good. How you doing, Rich?
Doing okay, man. Hanging in there. All right, man. We did it. We're making another little chit chat happen. So what's been going on with the watch world with you?
Not much, just same old. But just like everybody's talking about, we got the certified watch deal going on. So
yeah, what do you think about that? So basically, Rolex has decided to allow some of their select authorized dealers to purchase used watches that are of 3 years or older from the public, probably have them sent into Rolex for a service, for a full service, and then they'll come back certified with service papers and a 3-year warranty, I believe it is, and they'll be selling them at those select authorized dealers. Is that the run of the mill on the situation?
That's kind of the run of the mill, but I mean, I guess one thing I would like to add to it is that a lot of the guys that's been on YouTube have been questioning where they're going to get these watches. And to me, I have a completely different opinion. I mean, obviously they'll get them from customers over time, and they got to be 3 years old. But Rolex's salespeople have watches that they give them to wear all the time. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think every store has plenty of watches, 10 to 12 that they could put out on a regular basis, and then they could give their staff members new watches, because the staff members have been wearing the older watches. So, and they tell you that that they own the watches, but I know that they don't, So I think that's one area where they could access quite a bit of watches, get them cleaned up and then sell them. So,
I think that, so basically, the situation you're talking about is where are some of the watches going to come in from? I think that they're going to come in from the local clientele.
Yes.
Like for example, I deal with European Watch Company, right, on the East Coast. And I haven't sold any watches. Would I have sold a watch at the height of the market? I've sold one watch during the watch frenzy, and that's it. One watch ever in my life I've sold. Would I have sold any more during the watch peak if I had access to um, a qualified buyer,
Right.
you know,
Right.
like that right next to me? I probably would have sold something. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Well,
So
and for one, I mean, my AD already does this. So I've actually
right.
traded, I've traded in watches to get other watches with them. And I find that it keeps them happy. They can resell the watch they got off of me, make money off it. They're making money off the new watch that I get, so I think they've
Now
already, a good base.
my AD used to do that on a level that was very satisfactory, in that if you had a Rolex, they would buy it back from you at MSRP, no tax. They'd give you what you paid for it.
Right.
But and they would allow that as store credit towards a new Rolex, very
Right.
specific. You couldn't get money back. You couldn't use it for anything else, which was a great deal, you
Right.
know. But they stopped that policy
Is
of
that right? See,
yeah.
my would do it, and you could even negotiate a little bit with them on the price of the watch. So, which here is the Aussie expert. He's got an interesting comment, which I didn't know this. Salespeople actually get the option to buy after some tenure, but it's rare. And then they also have to have them engraved. So, but I don't see a lot of salespeople that are super into watches, so I'm wondering whether or not they really do actually wind up buying them.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Um, I think a lot of the watch guys that are selling watches are
Sick of looking at them.
no, I mean, you know what?
Yeah.
I think they're working hard salesmen,
Right.
and a watch. You have to remember, a watch is a very expensive piece, and just because you work at a Ferrari dealership selling Ferraris doesn't necessarily mean you can
Right. You
afford
don't.
half of a Ferrari. You know what I
Right.
mean?
That's exactly right. Yes.
So, as a matter of fact, I reckon I've seen a couple of familiar faces at several of the watch stores, meaning that I've seen them bounce around between a couple of brands.
Right.
And
Right.
so it's probably not an easy gig,
Yeah. No.
especially in an economy like right now.
Right. And with the supply the way it's been, yeah. So yeah, and I mean, another reason why I think I say that is because I've bought, a couple of the vintage watches that I've bought have came straight from my AD, and they told me that their watchmaker, cleaned them up, got them ready for sale, and I bought them off them. So yeah, I think that's one of the big things that they will do. But obviously, they will use their local clientele, and buy watches off of them as they can. But if they got to wait 3 years, they're not getting a Kermit. They're not getting a Batgirl. Well, I mean, I guess Batgirls are now about 3 years old, but they're not getting the newer watches for a while. So
What do you think? It's probably got to be 3 years from the card,
yeah,
that date from the card,
yep, I would say from the first purchase date. Yeah,
not from when the watch was first produced,
not when it was
but from
produced.
the date of that actual watch's card, right?
Right. Yeah. Right. So, and I think the newest that I can think of right now that's kind of in circulation is the Kermit or the Sermon, So the one that kind of hit, I know that's about 2 years old. So what do? Do they wait another year to
Before they would be allowed to buy it back.
before they be
That would
allowed?
be with anything. I mean, so if you bought a day date,
Right. Right.
then you wouldn't be able to sell it back to them for 3 years,
Right. Exactly. Yep.
right? It doesn't matter what you buy from them. You'd have to wait 3 years
You have to
before.
wait. Sure, in that next year things change, and you may or may not want to sell it to them or not. So it's going to be one of them things where it's going to be. I think it's going to take 3 to 5 years for it to really get going. I don't think it's really going to change things for a while.
What do you think they're going to offer people for those watches a competitive market price, or are they going to try to really just say, nope, we're going to give you 10,000 for this watch, and we don't care if the market says it's worth 18. You want to sell it to us here, you're selling it for 10. You think they're going to be like that?
Well, here's what happened with me is let's just say, for instance, the watch was 20,000. They offered me 20,000 for that watch. And when I said, no, I think that's a little bit low, they said, well, then there's plus tax. In other words, there was like $3,000 tax there. So they added that $3,000 on, and then I was happy with what they was giving me. So I think there's a little bit of room, and I think they're going to offer, maybe somewhere. I don't think they're going to shoot for the moon. I think they'll offer somewhere in between what the market is and what you paid for it.
So let's say I'm let's say what's your hunch? Do you think I'm going to want to sell to I'm going to want to ship a watch to the East Coast and sell it to one of those dealers on New York Street or European Watch Company, or am I going to want to walk it into my local AD to sell it? What's your hunch going to be? What do you think?
Depends on how much business you do there. If you do a lot of business and they get you a lot of watches, you're going to want to trade it with your AD.
You think they might give me more for it?
Don't do
who I am?
Yeah. Well, I just think it keeps them happier, and they're going to get you more watches because of it. So you might lose a couple grand, but at the same time, you're going to get the watch you want, and you're going to get more calls. If you sell it to a second hand, then you're going to get less calls.
Right. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how you're gonna have to feel it out for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I
test the market out for us, bud.
Yeah. Next time I go in there, I'm definitely going to ask them that, because now I was just in Las Vegas, and I asked a bigger AD in Las Vegas that I know. I said, "What do you think about this new certified program?" And she said, "We're probably not going to do it. It's not something that Rolex is.
Whoa.
It's not something Rolex is jamming down our throat. And we do have a watchmaker in the back, but it's not something that we're gonna be interested in."
So they're not doing it at your place that you're
One in Las Vegas. Yeah, the one in Las Vegas gets so many walk-ins, and they get so many local customers that they don't want.
Isn't it just Bucherer that's doing it? Bucherer that's getting it done?
Somebody said that just Torno, just Torno or Bucaro just bought Torno, but
right, that they're the only ones, or at least I know they're one of the ADs being allowed
right
to do it. But I don't know if they're exclusively the only ones right now.
Right.
So we'll find out, I guess.
And I'm going to guess that it's going to go into next year before they actually start to do it. January sometime. I don't know.
Sure. I hadn't been to the watch mall locally here for a while, but when I went a few weeks ago to check on my Omega Snoopy watch order, I noticed that the watch mall had changed drastically. Breitling had its own standalone, boutique, like its own entrance, its own store. Breitling did.
Right.
And so did Tudor right next door to it. So rather than being in the Tourneau sections, I don't know if Breitling had its own store and Tudor had its own store, or if those were extensions of Tourneau and they were made to look like they were independent.
I think they have extensions. Yeah, my AD has had extensions put on for Breitling and Omega. So I do think those are extensions.
Yeah. I know the intro is great, isn't it? It was I miss Hisham too. It'd be we'll have to have him come on one of these days, I think.
We got Thomas Burnett here too. Hey Thomas. Hey Craig.
What's going on, Thomas? How are you?
We got Ron.
We love Ron.
around.
How's your pup doing, Ron? Waiting more than a year for a watch seems like torture. Man, that Omega Snoopy, I'm a little over 2 years waiting for it now. And I got an email. I got an email response just a week ago or two, and it was a positive response saying that they expect my Snoopy to come in soon. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, Pavel was on. He said that they should start paying you guys interest on the Snoopy watches that you paid for. So
yeah.
but,
I mean, I know you got yours. How do you like yours, Snoopy? Do you wear it, or do you just is it a
not really.
watch
Kind of
queen
more.
or what? Safe queen?
It's kind of a what? It's kind of a almost
Safe
like a
queen?
piece of art. It's just one of them that you play with and you look at it and you show people the Snoopy and how it goes around and it's very neat. But it's almost one of them that you don't want to. And I know it sounds crazy because it's not that expensive, but it's almost one of them that you don't want to mess up. You want to keep it in display condition almost, and that's crazy for me because I wear everything. So.
Yeah.
But this one's a little bit different. Yeah.
What's funny is I told the guy, I said it's almost like you guys are waiting for it to go back to MSRP before you give it to me.
Which it is doing. It's definitely coming down.
It's not possible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, there's a lot of watches that are a lot less.
I told him, I said I ain't selling it, man. So I mean, that's why I haven't bugged you guys except once every 6 months. I ask you about it.
Right.
So that's about 4 times I've asked about the watch now.
Yeah, might not hurt to call them about once every 4 months and every 3 times a year or so, just to let them know that you're getting eager for So,
yeah.
but it's something when you get it, you'd rather show it to people that come into the house, that's over visiting, let them look at it and, show them what it does and stuff. So, it's not something I want to wear out and then take off my arm to show to people. You know what I mean? So,
What's up, Sean Mack? What's up, Tim G?
Sean's actually pretty active on Instagram, guys. So,
Bart Simpson, I guess. What's up? Oh, so what are you sporting right now? Are you wearing an AP? Oh no, you're wearing a Rolly.
I got one here to show you guys, but this is the watch that I got in Las Vegas just now. It's just a date just. It's just a steel date just.
Check it out. Let's check it out.
It's got the
rhodium dial.
Yeah, and I love how I am about these darker colors, so I love the rhodium dial. So it's a nice looking. It's hard to get a good shot from it. The way it is.
Pretty good actually. So it's all studded with diamonds on the hour markers, huh?
Yes, the hour markers are all studded with diamonds. But what I talked to you about last time that I really wanted to show you guys, and it's still not fitted, but here is my 50th anniversary AP here.
Wow. Get out of here, bro. Congratulations. Wow. Please don't drop that on our account. Now, oh my God. Can I just ooh and ah on that for a minute? That one needs to go away. Like what you were talking about, the Snoopy. That's the safe queen right there, man. That's the piece of art. Oh, my goodness gracious.
For me,
wow.
If this is going to be a safe queen, it's because the rotor says 50th anniversary.
Dude, bro.
What's weird?
Next time watches go through the moon, guess where that's going? To Pluto.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Look at the beautiful. Wait. That's a white dial, right?
That's a white dial. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which looks
is incredible.
Silver sometimes, but
yeah, they call it silver dial, don't they?
They call it white silver, yeah. So some people just depend, and then they got the rhodium dial, which I know you and I both like.
Oh,
But
get the F out of here. Look at the texture goes all the way to the edge.
yes,
It's the old school, like the old 1.5. You get me?
yep, yep. It goes
Oh
all.
my God.
There
Get
is
out of here.
the other one, like the jumbo had the little black etches, but this one goes straight to the.
There's no railroad mark,
There's the
railroad track on this one. Oh my God. Oh
only
my
thing
God.
disappointed is if you get a regular like a 15500.
Oh my God. That's the best.
If you get a regular 15500, the rotor is rose gold. This rotor is white gold, makes it harder to see. I mean, you can see it in person, but I wish they would have kept the rotor in the
Oh
rose.
my goodness.
So, but yeah, I mean, if you put it on, like I said, it's not fit to me. But I mean, it just
That is stunning. That's top dog in your collection, in my opinion. Now, that is probably your best watch, in my opinion. Please be careful with that.
yeah.
Don't get rid of that one, brother.
You can see how
Yeah.
and I'm almost if I don't get it if I don't get the size, then I won't wear it. So I'm
I
debating.
mean, that special occasion watch.
Yeah, yeah,
You
like
know,
a wedding or something maybe, but
but that's the one to put away
yeah,
and appreciate.
yeah, I love it.
Goodness gracious, that's amazing.
It's nice, but I mean,
So is that solid white gold or is that stainless steel? What
this
is
is
that watch? The 50th.
stainless steel. Yeah,
It's a stainless steel.
it's stainless steel. Yep.
Okay.
So those are the two that I just recently picked up. But
Yeah. Wow, that AP, we could just talk about that all night. So tell us a little bit more about the AP. Let's talk about that a little bit more,
so
please. I know that's what everybody wants to hear about it, and that would be me.
these these are like 28,000 with the tax and stuff included. I think there are 27 and then tax.
You're talking but it's got the 50th on it, so this is different.
No, the price is this. Well, this year they didn't make like a regular 1,500 to my 15,500 to my knowledge. So they only made this for this year. They made this 50th anniversary.
Okay,
Now that
but they're just barely giving it to anybody, probably. That's the thing.
right, and now come January or whenever they start to remake, they're going to take off these rotors and start putting the other rotors back on. So it's pretty much the same exact watch, but it's got the 50th anniversary on it.
What's up, Robert Padilla? How are you doing?
Hey, loose tooth. Yes, the 50th is from the boutique.
I know, Robert. Me too. That's why you don't. I guess you don't see me doing shows as much. Besides having a busted body, I don't buy as many watches anymore. So hey, I do have a Snoopy coming that I paid for a long time ago. But we can enjoy looking at Bud's AP right now.
I mean, and Ron's asked him what the best piece I got is. I don't cost wise probably. I mean, the Platinum Daytona is still up there. The 15202.
I don't think that matters. I think, you know what? I think this piece will catch up with some of those.
Yeah, yeah. They're all actually very good price right now for AP. AP is much more affordable than what they normally. But that's everything. So
So you think they went soft? They went soft a little bit now.
I mean, everything did. If you can buy day dates and stuff under 40,000, buy the right GMT for 50,000. So everything went down. So if you're looking to buy something, now's a good time to buy it. But if you don't have a deal with a AD, if you don't got an AD, you're just looking to buy one piece or two pieces, now's the time to do that.
Yeah, I mean, Ron is right. All you need is one good piece to enjoy the hobby. And I mean, like I hardly ever take this Daytona off. For a while I was wearing the Hulk and nothing but the Hulk.
Right.
And now I've switched to the Daytona and I've been wearing this for like a year solid. It's weird, isn't it? I go to a two or three watches for a year at a time. I don't rotate much,
So Sean is actually saying that the piece that I got, like you're saying, it doesn't have the railroad around it. He
Yeah.
said that actually just for the 50, but they don't know if they're going to stick with it, if they're going to change it. So
Man, I hope they keep it. That's the way it belongs. I've said that on all my all the shows where we appreciated AP and went over this watch in depth, and we went over the details in depth. Remember those shows?
Yep.
Where we went over all the dials and everything in depth.
Well, I would get you guys.
Love those ones.
Wish I could get you a better picture back here.
I can see it. It's beautiful. You can really see it.
It's amazing. So that's a keep for sure for life. So
100%. And I'm me personally, I'd be very happy that watch came in that silver dial, that white silver dial. I love it. I think it's beautiful.
A lot of people say right off the bat, well, that's the least popular color. Well, I don't care. It's the least popular color. I'm glad to have it. So
well, it was discontinued, so now it's like a kind of limited right now. That one,
right? Well,
because I don't think they have it in any of the other models, right? That they've come out with.
No,
that color. It's just on that 50th anniversary, is it? Or
well, no, I think it's a 15500, but I'm not. Well,
have it
that exact way. It's just on the. Sorry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's just on the 50th, the way that it goes all the way.
Yeah, I know, Sean. I'm hypnotized right now. That's why I keep talking about this one right here. We're good.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know you were coming on with this bad boy. Wow.
And they've got actually seen the green one, which I'm
green dial one.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of green, but
they have a green one, really?
They have an arm green one.
Wow, I would like that. Kind of would look like the Aquanaut.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. That one's going for like the highest amount secondhand, but the highest of VIPs, I'm sure, was getting that. So
yeah,
it's amazing. AP's got a lot of watches out right now, so it's kind of hard to keep up with the options that they got, but these will always be,
those will always be the winners, the flagship of the brand.
Yes. So, and I still got the blue dial. The reason why I wasn't upset about getting a white dial is I still have the blue dial 26331 ST, which is the chrono version of this in the blue. So I've got two of them.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, if AP happened to call me to say we've got one of those for you, since you've come here and put your name on the list, I would probably have to oblige them, and maybe it'd be time for me to actually flip a watch,
John Smith said that I let the government have yellow wall. I think it's the light there, John, but yeah, funny.
That's funny, huh?
Yes, but actually, I want to over the winter time get the wall kind of gray, so we'll see. But yeah, so it's been a interesting year. I found that they have, like, this was a brand new AD in Las Vegas. And I walked in 30 minutes before closing and said, I seen you coming 10 feet away. And he said, I put this out. He said, just kind of knowing that you would buy it. So they kind of see you come.
It matches you really well. Looks nice.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's a nice watch. And I like the rose colors. So they fit it to me, you know.
Yeah, it looks good on that bracelet. I think that's the right bracelet for it, as opposed to a Jubilee. Stick with that bracelet on that one. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, this one. The reason why these don't fit in, guys, is 'cause they are shipped. If you know the boutiques, there's only 7 around the country, so every once in a while, I'll fly in there and buy a watch. But it has to be a big expensive watch, and so ship them. They're old. You know how they took Rolex AD from the older school jewelry. They done the same thing with AP. They took away the AP sales, some of the older school APs. So I know one of the guys, and I have it for me.
Got it. I think when I took my video away, your audio got a little better.
It's 10 o'clock.
Something's going on with the streaming, I think.
Is my taking a little bit?
Cutting in and out a little bit.
Is it?
So
So not the volume; it's cutting in and out.
Yeah, try cutting out your video and let's see if we can hear you better.
Let's see if that works or not.
Yeah, that actually did work. Well, we got enough looking at the AP anyway, so we could just talk a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Thank you, Sean.
yeah, that's really great. Yeah, congratulations. That's really nice. So you weren't looking for that. Let's say you were looking for a watch right now, though. What would be on your radar? Wouldn't it probably be some of the Rolexes that were overpriced and now they've come down a little bit, like the Batman specifically and the Hulk specifically. Those are all come within reach again, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't have my number one watch that I want right now is the yellow gold day-date with the green dial.
Yeah.
You're not going to see many of them. They're not going to make many of them, I don't think.
That's the new one you're talking about.
That's the new one. And normally at the VIP event, I get to choose a watch and bring it home with me. This year, they said no. They said, what is your top 2 picks? And I said the left-handed GMT and the gold. But I said the gold green dial first.
Right.
So, and they still have not got the gold green dial. So,
gotcha.
And then also earlier in the year, they commented to me that they was trying to do 3 watches per customer per year. So they're trying to cut down on the amount that they sell you so they can sell more people, is what I'm assuming.
Huh. They'll hit a bigger market with that new whole resale setup they got going on now with Rolex too, once that gets all going.
Yes, and I think that's the idea, but I honestly I think it's going to take a while, but I think it just depends on where you're at, because there's a lot of ADs that do that right now anyway.
Right.
But I'll tell you what they're pushing the Tudors really hard. I mean, the Rolex dealers are trying to sell Tudors a lot.
I noticed most every brand's going down now in recent months.
Yes.
Even F. Peugeot prices have gone down quite a bit.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it was on that channel that you go on. What is that? VWC. But I seen a platinum version of the watch that you have ordered, and it was like 85, which I know that they got above 100, didn't they?
Mine topped at 99,000
right
just a few weeks ago. So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of crazy.
To Christmas, and I see a lot of guys just trying to kind of offload some stuff for Christmas too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Thomas. Appreciate it. It's good
How
to see
next
you.
year is gonna go.
But yeah, they're talking about Archie. Archie was here. You heard about Archie coming, and then his whole
Yeah, I can't believe that happened. That's nuts.
yeah
That
yeah
really happened, huh?
yeah
That's a
yeah
true story.
yeah yeah.
Wow, it's too bad.
Fragrance enthusiast said I have another tab open. Let's see. Maybe he's talking about the. So I keep on, guys, just so you know, just so I can read the chat and talk to you guys without switching screens. I usually keep another phone open with the YouTube on. So let me try turning that off and let me know if that does any better. But yeah, no, he had that happen, and I think they took everything that he, everything which I thought he would have wore the Sky Dweller over here, and he wore the. What did you wear, guys? You wore the
Explorer.
yeah. So the Explorer, I think, is the only one he's got now. Um, but yeah, it was probably somebody. There it is. That's the one I think I seen. What is that?
Right. Except I'm getting one without the date, without the moon,
Right.
time
And
only.
I'm right. That's
Yeah. So
pretty good. That's a pretty good price on that.
considering, right? But look at that. I kind of like that too. Look at the Kermit, an original Kermit for 15.
Oh yeah, original Kermits. You can get at 11. You can get the new Kermits at 15, 16. It's crazy what's going on.
There you go. There's a 15400. Is that what they're at now?
That's
40,000?
that's a 39 millimeter, so that's kind of like the backup 15202. But yeah, that's kind of what they're at right now, and um, yeah.
And that's what, about 10,000 over MSRP?
Um,
Still?
that that one's an older. I know they don't. I don't think they sell it anymore.
Oh,
So
right. That's the 15400, but it's
it,
still
I think it
right.
was about 25 when it was sold. Steel 24, 25. And Patek is another one. I mean, there's some really good deals on Pateks right now too.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, check out that green Patek. What is that? That's still $250,000. But
Yeah, I know you like that green one.
well, there's a rose gold green one that's newer that Chris and I was talking about the other night, and that I can't remember the number, but it's a newer watch, and I've actually already seen that for sale for like 60. So
Look at that. I like that. That's a Zenith movement. Solid gold with a Zenith movement. You see that?
yep, yeah, that's beautiful.
So I mean, that's already a $38,000 watch without anything added to it, right?
Yep.
So you're paying about 10 grand for that Zenith movement right there. It's not bad, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the Daytonas are, if you want a Daytona and that's a once in a lifetime watch, now is a time to get it. I think your black one is down to like 25, Rich, in certain areas.
Right.
I mean, I don't see them getting cheaper ever after right now. I mean, I think next year they may creep down a little bit, but um, once the economy starts to come back, I don't know if they'll ever get cheaper again.
Look at these
But there's not a lot of
Vacherons.
options on here either. They've usually got
There's what?
not a lot of options on the website here. I don't think. Or is this just their new incoming watches?
Yeah, I think I just hit
The new one, yeah.
the newest listed ones. Good variety right here. Some good Vacheron chronographs.
Yeah, the Longays are pretty good right now. That Longay one, I think that's pretty
Yeah,
reasonable. What does that say? 20.
And here's a nice Power Reserve Grande Reverso. These Pad X are nice too right here. That's top of the line, 3970. There's a 15450, 42.
So what is that? Is that the 37 millimeter? I think it is. I think it's 30.
Yeah, 37.
Those are pretty popular right now. I mean, the 37 and the 30, there's 38s in the chrono and in the AP, and those are very popular right now. And see how it's got a gold rotor, you know,
Right.
these 50th anniversary.
Instead of the white gold like yours.
White gold, yep.
Right.
And them Zenith, what they call them, the Chrono Sports, those are down to like 7,000. That one's 85, but
yeah, those look like Daytonas, don't they?
Yeah. I did get one of them. See that black, the Tudor there? I got one of them. Those are pretty cool.
Black base ceramic.
I think you'll see Rolex try a ceramic here pretty soon.
What's this, 41?
Yeah, it's a nice.
Yeah, I like that. I think I remember you sending me pictures of that. That really looks nice. It's a nice black watch. Yeah, I like the blackout on the bezel.
Mm-hmm.
It's clean.
It's pretty neat. If Rolex come out with something like that, I figured it would be very, very hot. And he said, "Yeah, I think we're working on one." So.
And that's is that a ceramic case?
Yes, it's ceramic case.
Wow. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so can you imagine Rolex in a ceramic case? I think it'd be pretty popular.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't make anything in a ceramic case. Does that, that aftermarket brand that makes all the see-through Rolexes and stuff like that, do they make one in a ceramic case?
Artesian.
I haven't. Artisan de France or whatever they're called.
Yeah, I haven't seen one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I think they actually need to start with a Rolex first, so I don't think they have a ceramic. I think they actually start with a regular Rolex first when they start doing that.
Omega's a great, probably some great buys on some Omegas right now too.
What do you think about the new Deep Sea Challenge?
Is that the new Rolex?
That's the 50 millimeter Deep Sea.
The Rolex, right?
Rolex, yeah.
That hunk of big giant hunk of steel, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I have no interest in even going in to see it.
I'm not sure what do you think was the intent on that watch? Let's take a look at that on the Rolex site real quick. What do you think was the intent for the design or the reason to be made? You have any idea?
I just think that's Rolex saying we can pretty much sell whatever we want. We can pretty much make whatever we want, and I think they was testing to see how popular that would be. I did have my AD ask me if I wanted to see it, and I said no. I mean, it's 50 millimeters. 43 is about my max. So,
do you want to see it just for fun?
I guess just for fun. I went in for something else just to make up for it, but interest in seeing. Now, I have seen one of the very big guy's hand, and it looks good. But I mean, look at that between the two. Look at that beside the James Cameron, which is big.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's in proportion, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much proportion to it.
Let me move it to another one like that.
There you go. Robert Piguet is actually a pretty good guy. He's 6 foot tall, 175, and 42 is pushing it for. Oh, here's Crappy Luxury. Hey, Crappy.
I'm not going to lie, that top look, the look from above right here, this top view look right here,
Mm-hmm.
it's got its own interesting look. I think because of that ring lock system inside.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
giving the watch a lot of depth, isn't it?
Yes, it does give it a lot of depth, and I do think is interesting. But for me, it's just not even enough. Yeah. So like I think I told you the left-handed drive watch. Even if I wasn't left-handed, I bought that because I think that's kind of going to be like a piece of history for Rolex.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't buy it just to keep it, just to have it as a safe queen. I wouldn't. I just don't ever see that being something that's super sought after.
I'm surprised they haven't discontinued the James Cameron watch yet. And I still think this is a great watch.
I agree with Greg. I think their SD43. I think they've done a fantastic job with the proportions on that watch. That fits pretty much anybody. It fits very well the way it is. But I actually like the two-tone version too. I don't have it, but I like the two-tone as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this isn't a bad watch. If the AD calls you and says we've got this one for 14,150, come pick it up. Would you go pick it up?
Oh yeah, I got that watch.
Oh, you
I
have
don't
that one already. Okay.
I don't wear it, but I do like the dial, and it's kind of odd because it's got kind of a bubble on the top. It's hard to see the dial, but I think the Sea Dweller is a much better watch. So
What do you think about this one, the two-tone
I
Sea
like it.
Dweller? Remember when everybody criticized them making the two-tone
Yep,
in this one?
yep. It's
You think?
actually pretty popular. It's a good looking watch. I mean, if especially if you're a little bit bigger guy,
I bet it looks nice in person.
yeah,
Hefty.
as opposed to a black sub. But I mean, it just fits so well too, the way that watch is proportioned. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Ron, if I had a black sub, I wouldn't get that, or if I got that, I would sell my black sub. So yeah, I don't I agree that you wouldn't have both of them, the two-tone sub.
Look at this one here. What do they call this dial again? It's
This
nice.
Interstellar. Does that sound right?
I don't remember, but when Lange does it, they're the only um they do a great job on it. And there's another watch brand, Arnold and Son, that
Yes.
does a great job with this kind of dial as well. Those are
Yeah.
the two, right?
Yep, they do a beautiful job as well. But I mean, this one right now is a bargain at 25.
Look at that. I mean, the picture does it no justice.
You know,
This is just looks like a gem in person.
I think Grubel Forsey does one as well, but yeah, I would probably go with the longer one myself.
That'd be a fun watch, right?
Yep, that's a blue watch. You would definitely want to wear that. Yeah, well, actually, that looked nice with a suit too.
We don't have one of those in our collection as far as that brand goes, do we? Neither one of us, right?
No.
And that's one we missed, isn't it? We missed it, right?
Yep. The long
You
day.
missed your what was that one called? Zeitwerk, and I missed my datograph.
Yes, yeah, those that work. But I mean, I did get a chance to go to Phoenix one time where they had several ADs, and they was just like, no way. There wasn't even. They had 50 people deep for the watches that I asked about, and they wasn't even interested in taking my name.
Look at this one is I believe this white gold boutique edition. It's like I think it's a porcelain dial, I think.
Good night, Robert.
See you later, Robert. Let's check it out. This one was really nice. We'll get one of these in our collection one day, right?
Yeah, I mean, now might even be a good time to start looking at them because everything's so much.
I don't want to look at it and cry. You remember how much Datograph went down to 46K, right?
Yeah, and I think the Zeitwerk is around 50 right now.
You think it's that low?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that.
AP Millenary. Look at that. Open work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
Have you been tempted to? I know they've shown this to you. They've had to have shown this to you. Have you been tempted or almost coerced into buying one of these things?
No, but I am. I bought a code 11, just their date, and they are making some nice code 11s now, so I would be interested in buying one of their other ones now.
You see what's next door to it right here?
Yep.
That's your jumbo right there, right?
Yep. 77.5, which I've seen that at 65 here lately.
What did they top at?
It's crazy.
They topped at 1, didn't they?
No, like 150 some of them got up to.
Did they really?
Yeah, 125, 150. Some people was asked. I don't think they got 150, but I think they sold for 125, 130. And then see the root beer there, the Rolex root beer?
Yeah, two of them side by side. Those are so pretty.
39. I mean, those are great. That's actually retail right now. I mean, that's MSRP. And I can't imagine that watch not being it had got up to like 53, 54 or something like that. So
the watch market's gotten that soft.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially on the more expensive. Yeah. So I would say anybody who's got a box of 12 to 15 has been that the amount has been cut in half, which also just kind of leaves the people that actually love collecting in the game. So
I love the Calatrava right here, the weekly calendar.
Yep.
That one hasn't moved down much at all. That maybe's come down $5,000, bud.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, some of them, they've kept, and that's a newer one, I think. That So
look at the Pepsi 20,000. That hasn't come down, has it? For that one, huh?
It was hitting 23, so it's come down a little bit.
Okay. What else they got here? Vacheron overseas on hold. Explorer 1, Mark 1, 7,500.
Yeah, you can buy the 30. You can buy a discontinued Explorer for 7,300. That's pretty good deal.
There's the 15500. That's the newest one, right?
Yes, that's the newest one before the 50th anniversary. So that's not a bad deal, but I've seen that for less.
So these are going for like about 28 or 30. They probably raised the price after some adjustments, so they're probably 30,000 now, right?
Uh,
These
well, yeah, with tax and stuff, they're close. Yeah,
you mean before, you mean just before tax? You think they're 28
I think they're.
still?
I think they're in the high 27 before.
Okay,
So then, with a couple thousand tax, they're going to be almost 30.
got it.
So that's. I mean, that's. I've seen them around 40, 39. So they're really not. Now's a good time. I mean, they got up pretty good. I mean, actually, I
So
had
sorry, you actually had?
a blue chrono, the boutique edition AP. That was catching up right behind the 15202. That was going for 110 at one point at the highest, right in February. So
Yeah.
they've really shot down. These was going for 65. So this 15500. So they've took a hit. So it's a good time.
So if they call you for if they call me for one MSRP, I should try to get into it. It's still safe.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it'll always be safe. Yeah.
Wow, look how beautiful this. Oh my gosh, look at this. For 44K. This is absolutely stunning. Wow.
Yeah.
Vacheron open work.
I've actually seen that. I got a friend who's got one of them. That's amazing.
Really,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yep.
And look at it has one of those photogenic moons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's amazing in person. You can't.
Wow.
It's a really nice watch. Yeah, Vacheron's another one
Yes.
we gotta get into because I would love a Vacheron.
Oh
I
my
think
goodness.
quality from Vacheron is gonna be, if you get one in person, put it on your hand. I think it's gonna be amazing.
It's stunning. I'm to be honest, when it comes to Vacheron, I already know what I like, and it's just simply just one of these right here. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, the drivers
No, I know Thomas likes these driver ones a lot.
too. Yeah.
If I was to get one, I would do the white gold one too, wouldn't you?
Yes, I like the white gold. I like the rose gold though too. I mean, I would them ones right there. If I got an opportunity, I wouldn't be picky.
These harmonies right here are nice too. Look at that dual time. Look how it pops right here.
Yep, that's beautiful. Yep, I like the shape of it too.
Um,
That gold seas, I have a feeling that would be
yeah, wow, the perpetual calendar, right?
well. Even the blue one below it. I mean, it's going to be a lot less for the blue one, and I think that's as far as like wearing a day date.
Oh my God,
I
these
think
are all amazing, bud. Look at these.
yep.
They're all the blues.
I mean, that's what people say is VC has the best blue. Look at that one. Now that's amazing right there. That's the perpetual calendar ultra thin. That's the one that you seen. Didn't you go see that with your son in the mall?
Yeah, yeah,
That's the one that you took apart. Remember, you can. It's
yeah.
got the function. Just take the bracelet off. I think that's an amazing watch.
Unbelievable
For how
watch.
thin that was.
That might be one of the best watches out on the market, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Victor was saying that the only watch that competes that he liked better than it, but is like the only one that competes with this watch was that AP. Remember
Um.
that AP perpetual
Yep.
calendar that he liked?
Yep.
Yeah. He kept putting that one up against this one.
Mm-hmm.
Um, $27,000 right here for one of these driver ones in white gold. New model, not for 2021.
That's about MSRP. Yeah, that one's. I like that because I drive a lot. Now, one of these new, see these? That's a vintage, but I do think that I think they call, what do they call that one, guys? If you're listening, the new, I think it's a new 202, that gold one right there. They make that and it's engraved, in the bottom right corner of the case, not on the case back, but right on the case front.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really cool watch.
Yeah, I like the solid gold. They don't have any of the ones that that I'd be interested in. I just like the basic two-hander with the small seconds complication. The simplest watch that they make. Yeah.
I think the drivers, well, the simplest one is going to be that gold and blue one there, the overseas.
Man, that 15,000 is not bad for an old steel bezel Kermit, right?
Yeah, no, but I've seen him on a couple of channels for 11, 12.
Oh wow.
He's shot in the dark. I was just laughing at Craig there.
What's up, shot in the dark? Well, those are some funky brigades right here. I've seen these before.
I was in the brigade store in Las Vegas, and they had amazing pieces. Brigade, and what's the other one? What's the other one that starts with B? The Brigade and
Blanc Pond.
Blanc Pond. I mean, both of them are in Las Vegas, and they've got a lot of options, and they're really, really nice. We don't even see the Brigade and the Blanc Pong options because they don't make it to websites like this. Because when the people that buy them, they just stay on their wrist or in their collection forever.
These are watches they recently sold. There's a 5096. There's a Chronometra Blue.
Yep.
These are watches they got rid of recently.
What is the blue now? The blue is their biggest popular watch.
Looks like a lot of blues, huh?
Yeah.
That Blue World Time's nice, isn't it?
Yep, the Blue World Time is beautiful. They actually got that in red. It's they've been showing their.
Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah.
The Eisenkiesel. What Eisenkiesel? Is that what they call it? Eisenkiesel?
Eisenkiesel.
On a date?
Yeah, I got that. My wife has that.
Ooh, with the diamond baguettes, huh?
She's got 36, and she's got the Roman numerals that have some diamond crust.
Yeah, that's a nice one. This is a great 40 millimeter, isn't it, bud? Wow.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, you don't see them. They don't pop up much.
That's a heavy hitter.
Yes. Yeah, I was watching football today on Fox. I seen Fox came across alert asking us to call our cable because they're threatening to throw Fox off of Xfinity. So I don't know if you've seen that or not, but that's what Craig. They've got some options there, but not
Oh, they got the eye of the tiger. Look at that.
Yep. That's beautiful. That's an amazing watch as well. Any of them eye of the tiger, the white gold, they're all.
Wow. Look at all the diamonds around that thing.
Yeah, that thing is beautiful.
I mean, just
I
on the
prefer
dial
them.
alone.
I prefer them to the rainbows.
I would agree with you. This is amazing. Wow. It looks like snow. That is unreal. What's the MS? Do you know what the MSRP is on that versus what this is?
No idea.
Wow.
I wish I did. That would mean I got the call for it, but no idea. I'm gonna guess that's 150 anyway.
Yeah. Amazing. Pretty cool.
But yeah, I like Tucker Carlson. I like Sean Hannity. Yeah, that's really about it. But
oh, there's a meteorite dial. Look at that, 120K they want for that? For a solid gold with a meteorite dial? That seems out of line. That's a brand new watch, too. See that? Oh, we lost Bud. His audio was cutting in and out. Let's see if he comes back. If not, we'll end the show. Oh, there he is. Let's see how his audio. Let's see how is your.
you got
He's
me.
trying to come in. Houston to Bud. Are you in there? There you are.
You get me?
Yeah, we got you.
I lost battery on my other.
Actually, you sound a lot better now. You're not cutting in and out anymore.
Maybe this one's better to use, but
Oh, for sure.
you had a meteorite popped up when I.
Yeah, look at that. 120,000 for a
Yeah.
2022 year unworn. Is that proper?
They was actually about 100,000 more to start the year. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah, they've come down quite a bit.
You're joking.
Nope.
So that means that Eye of the Tiger was probably 300-400K?
Yep.
Oh wow. I'm gonna mortgage the house for that Eye of the Tiger tomorrow.
Yep. Yeah, the tiger. The meteorites I don't think would be worth, because they're still in production, but I don't think the Eye of the Tiger is in production much more. So
Look, I like this one here on the left.
Yep.
This Pave dial, although it's 37 millimeter, I'm not sure if that's big enough.
No, the 40 is actually a great size, which goes up to about 50 grand.
But you know what's an amazing watch? This one all the way to the right. Look at that solid gold Yachtmaster 2, baby. Wow.
The Prophet's watch.
Look at that, baby.
The Prophet has that watch.
Does he?
Yeah. I like it.
Is that his new landlord's watch, or has it always been his landlord's watch?
No, his landlord watch was a gold sub.
Right. So he upgraded to this.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, I like this one.
But I was in Vegas a couple of years ago, and I tried out that Pave dial. And pictures do not do that thing justice.
Oh, okay. The Yachtmaster.
Yep. Pictures do not do it justice.
Yeah, I remember when you were thinking about getting that thing. It is beautiful.
I went in one day, and I think I called you and told you I was looking at it. I went back the next day; it was gone. And yeah, the weight of that, even not even having a gold bracelet or having the rubber bracelet, is so heavy. It's amazing.
Yeah.
to use.
Look at that. Platinum meteorite.
Yeah.
Precedent for $100K. Whoa. Yeah. Wow. Those are about $70K MSRP, right? 65?
75 maybe.
75, yeah. I'm digging on the
White Sky Dweller.
You like those? I know you love those.
I like the White Sky Dweller.
It's very clean in the white, isn't it?
Yes, very clean in the white. Are we still getting an echo shot?
Huh?
That shot in the dark, so we were getting an echo.
Yeah, that's very clean dial on this one.
Yeah, that's just a nice all-around watch. I like it. But if you got that in white, and I got this, it's hard to choose. That's what I try not to do, is have too many of the same look watches.
I don't have any white dial Rolex.
No.
Yeah, what do you've got in white dial Rolex?
I've got that White Sky Dweller on a Jubilee.
Okay.
I don't have a ton. I'm trying to think right now, but I don't have a ton.
Do you have a Polar Explorer in white?
No, I have never actually gotten offered a Explorer 2 from my AD.
Yeah, that's the one I've always wanted.
Yeah, I would like one too. I actually seen one of them old Yacht Masters the other day with the Tahitian Mother of Pearl. Looked really cool.
Okay, yeah, it's like a purplish.
Yep.
Mother of Pearl. It's kind of funky.
Yep.
Man, those people used to hate those things. I don't know about now.
Oh, I think they like them now. Plus, they're a bargain price-wise.
I really like those GMTs all the way to the far left.
Yeah, I do too.
The beautiful rubies like that.
Yep. The rubies are beautiful. Well, for instance, go to the blue Daytona. I mean, the blue Daytona was at 60-some. And even on here, it's at 52.
Oh, wow. That was up pretty high, huh? That's come down a lot.
Yeah, and I've seen it at 45.
Oh, there's that Tahitian or whatever you're talking about. Look at that.
Yep, that's a nice.
Wow, that is amazing.
So you got that for 26, or you've got the one that the Prophet's got for 42, so. And they're different watches, That actually got some nice coloring in it too.
It's got amazing coloring in it. I'll tell you, there's probably more than half the people out there are not fans of this dial. I'll tell you straight up.
Yeah, no, and I don't like it on certain watches, but I like it on this watch.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it on this watch.
I especially like this one in particular. It looks really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I've seen them at like 22, 21. So, I mean, I think you probably have some room to work with them on. And that's, if you want to go watch, I mean, that's a heck of a buy there,
I'm more of this champagne Surdy guy. If I was going to jump on something that you see here, I would be going for a Surdy dial GMT right here for 16,
Yeah.
Offer them 14 for it, see if they take it.
Yeah. I'm sure they would, probably.
Hey, there's a beautiful Daytona meteorite. I like the with the red highlights like that, the red
Yes.
needles.
I like the
That's
white.
pretty.
Yeah, I think that is a meteorite, right?
Yes,
So that's going to be pretty expensive, right?
I think it's at 55.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal. Probably doesn't have papers, but
Box and papers dated 2006 with Rolex service papers dated this
2020.
year.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
everything.
that's a heck of a watch right there.
Solid white gold too, huh?
Yep. But I hate to do it to you. We've kind
No,
of
I
already
got
gone
you.
over an hour, but
Yeah, you gave us a lot more time than you promised. He promised me 30 minutes, and we got over an hour. So I'm sorry we did that to you, bud.
but it was good. We had a lot of people on tonight, guys. We'll start doing some more. Keep coming back. You know,
Yeah,
and
give us a thumbs up.
give us a thumbs up and
Thank
give
you,
us
bud.
a thumbs up and appreciate it. So catch you guys later. Give you one more look at the goods. And
Amazing watch, man.
we'll catch you guys later on this week, probably.
All right, thanks for coming
All
on,
right.
bud.
Thanks,
As always,
guys. Good to see
chatting
everybody.
with you, bro.
All right. Bye-bye.
Take it easy. Thanks, guys, for coming on and joining us for a little bit of watch discussion. And until next time, be good. Take care of yourself. See ya.